Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Forever Stranded. Guys, we've made a lot of progress. Just look at this big beautiful rocket that we've got sitting here. And although it was not functioning before, today we're going to try to get this thing up and running and shoot us into space. Now we've got a couple of things that we can try. I've already started the process and am trying the first one, and that is I updated the mod. So let's click on this guy with the shift on, see if we can select a destination. Hey, that's a bonus. Luna's showing up in the planet list, which is something that was not happening before. Alright, so now we got that selected as our destination. Let's try this out. Nope. Nope, that is still not working. Which is danged unfortunate, because I was really hoping that would just work. So we're going to disassemble so that we're not wasting a whole bunch of fuel. And then we'll try something else. Test number 2. We just build another second crappier rocket and see if it'll go off. So we have to set a destination. I'm going to try to go to Luna. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh! Oh! This looks so cool. Let's see if it'll make it all the way up and out. Hopefully it will. Oh wow, it looks pretty bad up here, actually. That is not a pretty sight. Look at that square block of brown. Oh, I wonder if we're going to make it. Oh, we did. We made it. So all we have to do is make it here. That's the only part that really matters. And then we can come down and see what the moon is like. I'm not going to lie. I kind of hope that those saplings are just here. I don't think they're going to be, because I don't think that exists on the moon. I think you have to get to other planets before you can get one of those lightwood saplings. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Nice to know that there's battle towers here already. Something for us to do, I suppose. Okay, and let's fuel this back up. Which, by the way, to get those fuel buckets that I'm using there, you just put buckets into the, oh wow, jump like real tall there. You just put fuel buckets into the electrolyzer. Well, not the chemical reactor, the thing that actually makes the fuel. And then it'll make those for you out of just buckets. So, alright, so let's explore around a little bit. I'm wagering that this is just the normal battle tower type stuff, right? There's nothing special here, probably. Let's just cheat and go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, spiders can't survive here. Spiders can't survive here. Only zombies. Zombies should be the only thing that actually has the ability to survive this. Oh, wow. It's pretty devoid, honestly. It makes me wonder if there's anything straight down, right? Oh, man. Before I just totally go away, I guess I should mark down where our rocket is. We should place a waypoint here, so that way we don't lose it. So we'll just call this rocket, and then now we'll fly away. Ah, man, I love this. I love how slow you descend. It really feels kind of like you're, you know, in space, like it would if you were actually in space. Oh, giant crater. Oh, what's that on the side there? Is that dirt? Huh. I was pretty sure the ground was made up of nothing but this moon turf. I didn't think you could find anything else. That's cool, though. That looks super awesome. I'll say that. And we can see can we see the... Oh, yeah, there's the sun. You know what? I wager it's always daytime here, so if we were to set up some, like, oh, what do you call them? Solar panels? Probably would get a lot of energy out of this for free. Ah, man, this is so cool. This is the point, right? I mean, like, this is what actually makes me consider that we're near the end of the life of this pack, because we've made it to outer space. That was the whole point, right? The series is called Forever Stranded, meaning that you're stranded forever on that planet. Once you escape, I mean, that's it. You're no longer forever stranded. But it looks so cool up here. Okay, so let's dive down. I should descend because it takes forever to fall. And we're just gonna plow down right into this ground and see if there is anything down here. Oh, there's rocks. Okay, and copper ore. Let's just start going down, see what we can get. Certus quartz, dilithium. Okay, so this is basically like a planet, because it's just like a normal cave system, basically. Okay. I wonder if monsters spawn down here. That's a question. So I'm not seeing anything. Nothing showing up on the map, anyways. Oof, I am making myself hungry doing all this loading here. I want to make it all the way down. I want to see if there's like bedrock, or how does it work? What happens when you get down to the bottom? Is there lava? Oh yeah, it's just bedrock. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is a great place for mining, right? Because, I mean, look, there's all kinds of stuff here. Certus quartz, dilithium. I bet there's diamonds down there if I really took a look. Okay, so this isn't bad. This isn't bad. But yeah, no, there's not going to be any of those lightwood saplings here. You have to get to another planet for those. I'm supposing that that's something that spawns in another planet, which means that we'd have to get really, really deep into the advanced rocketry stuff to get to that, because that's like, I mean, that's top tier stuff. Being able to warp to other star systems, other planets, that's like the end game of that mod. So I guess we'll begin working on that. Let's see if we can get back home. Oh no, I need to, right, set destination, Earth, select, go in, boom. Okay, good. There was a part of me that was like, and if we don't lift off here, then it's just over. So I'm glad that it did. So I'm going to get back down to Earth, guys, and then we're going to start working on the crazy stuff like space stations and warp drives and junk like that. Cool thing about it, after we landed, there's this big smoke trail up to the heavens from like where our afterburner kicked on, and also when we landed. Kind of nice, right? Kind of nice. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to show that off, but yeah, I'm gonna get cracking on trying to get us set up to do that more important stuff. Yeah, so I wanted to bring you over here real quick and show you this, basically, that on the environmental tech, resource, and ore miner, they are the exact same structure. So I had to switch out the ore miner for the resource miner, and then I also put in a white lens because I needed a white material. You can see I've got a good bit of it. Where is it? Right here, yeah. But I needed two pieces, so I'm probably going to tear it back down because, honestly, all this other stuff that it's producing is kind of junk, stuff that I don't really need at all. Put the ore miner back up. But if we come over here, the reason that I did all that is because I really want to put a new power source into our station. And so we're going to use this solar panel controller tier 3. Tier 4 requires too many nether stars for what we've got set up currently, so I'm just not going to bother with it yet. But we're going to put this together, and then I will show you that this is the basic structure that we're going for our space station. This is going to be the main room, and we can add more to it once it's up in space, but the first part of it has to fit inside of this kind of area. It has to be on a launch pad so that you can turn it into something that can be shot into space. But yeah, so basically what we're going to do is just slap this down right there, and then we should be able to just hit this the whole way from down here. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Now, I'm not 100% certain that the space station crafting will allow us to have this multi-block structure in place. So we might have to tear it down and then just put it up once we're in space, but we will need power on this station. And although I could put, you know, the dimensional transceiver there, I just don't want to, you know, I want to do something different. That's why we're pulling this down. I pulled the other one down that we had made, so that I could just use the materials to put together this stronger one that's available now. But yeah, so this is, like I said, the basic outline. We've got some glass. I'm also going to put some glass here along the edges. And then also I want to put some in the floor, but I can't do the whole thing because I want machines to be in here. But like maybe just these 4 blocks in each corner here. And then we're going to have those be glass so that we can see down below what's going on out there. And then I'm also trying to use the ineffable glass here. I'm going to see if it'll accept that as part of the structure, because it would be nice to just be able to move in and out of the space station while wearing our spacesuit. Since we can fly anyways, we're not in any danger out in space of anything in regards to that. Over here we are going to put the airlock doors in because I do want to have those and see if they are necessary for what we're doing. But yeah, so after I get this, the machines in place that we need to encapsulate this, we're going to shoot it into space using our rocket, and then we will start taking a look at stuff. So I'll be back once I finish this and got everything set up. Isn't it a thing of beauty? So we finally have it pretty much where we want it to be. We've got the solar panel worked in, the ineffable glass everywhere we wanted it. I have some invisible pressure plates here so that if I am standing inside of here, the door will open. And then on this side, I had to use these, and this is why, because all of these are conduit facades going through the center here, and then also along the edges over here. So that way I can run wires to any machines that we place in the corner. I've got the glass here. I don't know if this will stay. I like the way that it looks. I mean, I'm enjoying the way that it looks entirely, but I might need more room. But I'm really thinking that what we'll do is branch off in other directions instead of worrying about trying to change that, right? These over here are called self-resetting levers, and they're currently set to 10 seconds. So if I click that and open it up, 10 seconds later, that door will shut because the lever will reset. And I feel like that's kind of like, I don't know, it looks very much like a normal, see there you can see it reset. It looks very much like not scientific, it doesn't belong here at all, but that feels kind of like something spacey, right? Because then it would, you know, it would be like a door that has an automatic on-off. And then, of course, I've got the oxygen vent and 2 CO2 scrubbers, which what this does is it puts out oxygen into the area if you supply it with power, and these have carbon filters in them, which is what I've done there. Now, I have put together a whole bunch of clear glass, so that way, if for whatever reason it doesn't work, we're not able to use the ineffable glass, like that doesn't provide us with a seal, I will be able to on the fly just go ahead and repair and replace that with the clear glass. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this, right? So what we do is we come here and we have a space station assembler machine, right? We're supplying it with power. We have it scanned just like we would anything else, but I've already done that. We put in a satellite bay and a space station ID chip that is unprogrammed, and then we tell it to build. Now for this one, I have sped up the build process. Normally this is much slower, but I've reduced the time it takes for it to do this in the config, so that way we can see, yeah, it all disappeared. Now it's currently stored inside of the space station container, and we've got a space station ID chip here. It says station 1 because this is the first station that's been built here. Now over here, this is a very light multi-block structure that's required, just a power input plug and a satellite builder, and that is not inside of the hollow projector. That's not part of it, so that's just something I had to figure out on my own. But if you have one of these, you can take a space station ID chip, well, any ID chip really, and copy it to another one. So that's what I'm going to do here. Put that there. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Put the unprogrammed one in there. And then over here you can see it says write to secondary chip. So we're going to go ahead and just tell it to do that. Got a little progress meter here. And then we've got a second one for station 1. Now this is something that I would recommend anyone who's playing with this mod just go ahead and do. And that's just take the second chip that you made, throw it in here, and just save it. So that way if you ever have to get back to the space station without having access via rocket, you can just have that here. You can send up something else and then go for it. And then over here at our rocket, which is also assembled, I've put in a satellite bay, which is just a single block that you have to add to your rocket. You click on it and you put in the space station container, and then on the outside with the guidance computer you take out the planet ID chip and you put in the space station ID chip. And then if we go ahead and select destination, it should What? That's interesting. Maybe that's something that was built by the creator of the mod pack. Interesting. It should have aligned to whatever space station I just put together. But yeah, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and do it. To it, right? Yeah. So we're gonna see this go all the way up. It's nice how the glass freaks out, right? It makes you feel like you're really part of it. If you're looking up anyways, because if you're just looking to the side, it doesn't do it at all. I really think that this mod is very, very interesting. It's not really something that I would normally be involved in because I'm much more of a fantasy type guy than I am a science fiction type guy. But I'm also a person that very much loves dimensions and playing around with those and going to something that this mod is quite good at. So let's go ahead and descend. You can see the planet down below us. We should be coming down. It's really hard to tell when you're in space if you are descending or going down unless you have the control panel set up in here where you can see it. But we are going down because that was our retro rockets. Alright, and that should... Oh, let me put back on the helmet so that way I'm in a sealed location. Okay, so yeah, this is absolutely our space station. So cool. That wasn't something that was just set up. I can actually see that it's ours. So here we go, right? Atmosphere type vacuum, breathable, no. Oh, right, because currently this has no power. So let's go ahead and we're going to put this together. Let's go down below and just go ahead and put this in, right? We'll start there and then there, come out here, start going along this area. Yeah, fantastic. We'll go ahead and just fill all this in, honestly, on that side. And come out to the center, and we'll start working from there as necessary. Boop. Alright, and then let's head back inside. We've got this here, so we can take it up that way. And, yep. And then we take it along here until we get to, there we go. Now that should be connected to our power, which should be full, so now these should be working. But it still says breathable no. I wonder why. Because these should definitely be on and doing their business. Well, we'll have to figure that out in a minute. But yeah, so this is the space station. This is how it works. And then from here on, you can just build out. So once it's in orbit, you can just go out as much as you want, as far as I can tell. At first, it is something where you have to have... there's a limit, of course, because the launch pad can only be made so big. And also there's just a hard limit on the amount of blocks that can be included, although it's pretty generous for a single room. It's like, I think 1,024 by default. So yeah, this is what our space station is going to be like. And of course we can go back to Earth at any time. And when you're in space, it takes less rocket fuel to blast off because you're not having to deal with gravity, right? There's no atmosphere for you to overcome. So we could probably go back just on the fuel that we have inside of our rocket right now without having to add anything to it, although of course I do have some to add to it. There's also like gravity controllers and all kinds of other stuff that you can do. Once you're up here, you can rotate your space station around. There's tons of machines you can add to it. And that's something that we're going to be working on in the future. But guys, this is going to be it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed the episode. And if you did, please leave a like down below. It really does make me feel appreciated to see that. And if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because this is all stuff that we are going to get into. As soon as the next episode is going to be focused around improving our space station and also getting us a warp drive, which is the thing that lets us go between planets so we can find that lightwood sapling. But yeah, that's going to be next time, and I will see you in the next episode.